everybody, how y'all doing out there? It's your girl Amina. It's always a pleasure to talk to y'all out there. So today I'm just talking. This is a good talk. I'm looking for some developers, some building developers. I'm not looking for like app developers. I'm looking for building developers for Jesus Work Housing Voucher Program. And I'm looking for that. That's what I'm looking for. So if you know anybody that is into developing like buildings and everything like that, because we're trying to get these buildings, because that's the first thing we need to do, because we want it to be like a wraparound services. We want it to be 3 years for the vouchers. That should give you an enormous amount of time to get your stuff together and be established. Okay, so we're just trying to do that, and I think that'll be great for for everything. So I know y'all see me do my hair and everything, and I got a new look. I did my new style today, like a wet set. I like my little wet set, so it's like little bangs, little wet set bangs, and I love it. It's like really cute until I figure out what I want to do. But I might put it back in, braids. But it is really cute. So I wanted to just talk to y'all about some couple of things and what's going on. We talking about the Dynamic 3 as well, and we're going to talk about Team Jesus all day. We got a lot to talk about. So first we're talking about the Housing Voucher Program. Okay, so Jesus Work Housing Voucher Program is a program for those that are in need of housing, and those that we help people that need help with electricity, stuff like that. So we just at the beginning stages. So now we looking for buildings. We need a building. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a building because we need building developers, we need contractors, we need some things that will help us. So we also looking for sponsors. We looking for the big companies. And normally the big companies don't want to start with small companies because they think they don't know of how they are going to succeed. Okay, so we definitely have to look for this money. Whereas for the Jesus Work Housing Voucher Program. So we're going to make it a nonprofit. Okay, that's where, I guess that's where Jesus want me to do. So we're going to start the process with that first, and then we're going to start really collecting these things, because let me tell you something, these fundraisers, it helps keep Jesus Works aware, and everybody aware of Jesus Work Housing Voucher Program, where we already did our launch and everything. It was a success too. We did the Hope and Healing, which was a great success. I loved the Hope and Healing event, because the Hope and Healing event talked a lot about that what you went through and what you overcame. Okay, now this one that we're about to do is called Lord Ty Legacy. It's Heal Our Streets. Now this is about violence. Those that been through violence or lost someone from violence. Okay, so that's what this is about. We want to stop the guns. It's no kid should die from gun violence. 3-year-old child just got shot just right in her head. That's sick. That's somebody that's sick and demonic, needs to be in prison for the rest of their life. So it's just crazy how people feel like an eye for an eye is always the thing when it comes down to this human race. Okay, people was built on an eye for an eye, but it's not an eye for an eye anymore. You know, Jesus, when Jesus came down, that's when things changed. You know, and I understand it's hard for people to change, but it's not. Then again, it's not. It's if you want to change. A lot of times we don't want to change. We like to be comfortable. I say that all the time because people love to be comfortable. They love to be in a comfort zone. They love to be in that pillow, that teddy bear. You know, you have to get out of that mindset about being comfort. I mean, you know, it's okay to be comfort, but comfortable, not all the time. You gotta get up and you gotta go. You know. So I was talking about that. I think that's my phone. So let's see. So I basically want things to kind of go forth from here. So I have now we're talking about dynamic three. We're talking about dynamic three. We have so many things I want to talk about. The Jesus Works Housing Voucher Program. We talk about dynamic three, and then we want to talk about Team Jesus all day, y'all. You know I have to do a Team Jesus all day. So this got 3 sets, and it's cool, ain't it? So okay. So what I was saying, yeah. Okay. So you see, I got all the 3 things I'm going to talk about today, and we just going to definitely hit up everything today. So wait a minute, I might want to do something and put like, because it needs like a thing on there. Okay, see, all of them needed that thing, you know, the thing so people can see it. Okay, so what I'm saying is that what I'm saying. Okay, so what I want to say is that we're talking about, like I said, the Jesus Work Housing Voucher Program is all about building buildings for those that need affordable housing. Okay, we want to end homeless. We want to definitely do that, and we want wraparound services. We want to have it all, you know. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for some developers, contractors. If you know any, I don't care where you live at, come and holler at me. Okay, I mean I have a business plan, so we could talk. We could definitely talk. Okay. Banks. If you know any banks that is is down for this, I mean, we could definitely talk. We could talk because I would love for us to be, we got to get the money from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, and government, whatever it is, we're going to need the help to get these organizations up. So, I love it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now let's talk about the Dynamic Three. The Dynamic Three is we three authors, and we are about unite. We about unity. We about inspiring, overcoming. Being together. Togetherness and all that. So that's our motto, and we want you to understand that if we overcame, you can overcome. Okay. Jesus, we didn't do it on our own. Okay, we had hope from our Father, who is Jesus Christ, who is in heaven, and I'm telling you, it's not easy, because nothing in this life is easy. Okay, it was hard. It was hard to overcome depression. It was hard to overcome the things that I overcame. Not feeling like I was part of my family, not feeling, like I was darker than my family because of my sickness. I mean, you just don't understand. A lot of especially when you're young, when you're 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're not understanding these things. You're not understanding why you are the one that's sick. You're not understanding why everybody's having fun except you. You're the one that's in the hospital getting stuck, having surgeries, doing this, doing that. You thinking about these things. You're definitely not. I'm telling you, you're not thinking about why this person is doing this person is doing it. You thinking about, why is this happening to me? Why I can't be out there with my friends? And why I can't go on trips? And you wondering why I keep getting nosebleeds, why I'm doing this, why I'm going through this. It's just, I always had those questions. And I tell you the truth, it's not that God put it on you, because God don't put illnesses on anybody. It's not that. It's just, I don't know. I never understood, that. But sometimes it sees how better you are, like it makes you be a great person. I've been through so much seizures and sexually assaulted, it's hard being a good girl, And then you look at everybody else and you see everybody else got it good. They getting what they want, and you're doing the right things, and you're not getting the things that you want, and then you start to think, why am I thinking about them? You have to think on yourself, and sometimes that's what hinders you a lot. And a lot of times people don't see the true you until they actually talk to you, till they actually know who you are as a person. People like to judge a person by their book all the time, about the way they dress. You could be the regularest person, in the world, don't have that much clothes, but the sweetest person, and they wonder why you going through these things. Oh, she must got put out. She must be on drugs. The stereotypes. People always stereotype people all the time just because of the way they look. But it's not the way you look. It's the way how you the way how you carry yourself. That's what brings the people to you, you know, how you talk to a person. I always thought that, you know, I don't go by my looks or how body is. I'm always playing chess. I'm that person. I'm always thinking, you know, like I have to. And I don't go by those things. I just keep my composure, keep God first, and pray. I cry. Yes, I cry. I'm human. I cry too. The tigers cry too. Okay. I mean, I don't like, and the only reason why I symbolize y'all with the tiger is because they alone all the time, and they strength, their beauty. Okay, I don't put the tigers as my God, y'all. Don't ever think that. My God is Jesus. Okay, so let me get that clear. I wanted to say that. But what I'm trying to say to y'all out there, no matter where rope or stripe you came from, is you always can come out of it. I mean, you could overcome it, and you can keep overcoming it. You just gotta try. You gotta put your foot forward. No matter how hard it is, you gotta continue to put your foot forward. And the reason why I took my glasses off, because I want y'all to see that I'm not that type of person that get on here and lie to you about anything, because the eyes is always direct to the soul. Somebody can lie straight to your face, but I won't be that person that'll lie straight to your face. I'm that type of person that'll tell you truth, honesty, because I want to see you grow. I want to see you achieve. You know, a lot of times we don't want to, come together. And that togetherness is what we need. We need to come together as one. We shouldn't be enemies of one another. It's just sad. You know, out of all the stuff I've been through, and I sometimes I do be mad when I see husbands and wives together, boyfriend, girlfriend, because I want that too. You know, I want that. I'm a young woman. I want that too. And you wanna, say, hey, I got my boyfriend. You want that. You probably want that family. It wasn't like that for me when I had, I didn't have boyfriends. I didn't have that. Never had that. Never had that type of experience. So when people talk about heartbreak, I don't know what that means. You can't talk to me about it because I've never been there. I've never been involved, like seriously, in a relationship, where I could say, that person hurt me. Because I never gave my heart that, like that to anyone. All of it. I'm talking about, completely. So I never really got hurt before. I mean, nah. So I don't be knowing when people talk about heartbreaks. And I don't know, but I feel bad when somebody say I got heartbroken and all this stuff, I feel bad for them, because it's like, I don't see how you experience that, and the signs be right there. But sometimes it's hard for people to see the signs when, I guess, when they're in love, it's different aspects for different people, I remember when I got sexually assaulted, I think that's when I turned off my heart a little bit more, more and more. And then the second time, I turned it off completely. So I guess that's why I don't really give my heart to people completely. So I guess that's why I never been, how can I say, heartbroken, So I don't know how that feels for, people, and I don't know. So I couldn't be the right one to give you advice for that. People be coming to me for advice, for relationship advice. I'm good with that. Yes, I'm good at that. I'm good at giving advice, but heartbroken and stuff like that, nah, I don't know how that feel because I never been there. I never even been in a serious relationship. I was in a relationship for 7 years, and it wasn't even a serious relationship. I never even gave my heart to this person. And it's sad because people was thinking that I did, but I really didn't. Danielle was like a form of a delusion. Like, I was like nothing. And it was nothing when I left him. I'm going to tell you, 7 years. It's like, and in 7 years, I'm going to tell you why I stayed in this. And you going to laugh at this. I stayed in it to prove people wrong. Okay? I stayed in it to prove people wrong. People kept telling me, Mina, get out this relationship. Get out that relationship. I was like, no. The more they tell me to get out of the relationship, the more I'm going to stay in it. I know that sounds dumb. But I'm going to tell you something. I went through some things with Danielle. Danielle would do things to me. I took all that in. Like, I'm telling you, it wouldn't fade a nickel of me. I'm going to tell you, because my heart wasn't completely all there. So, see, I don't know what that mean when somebody say they got their heart broken. Even when, like I said, even when I was with him for 7 years, it still did no affection to me. And that's sad. It make me think that I'm maybe a little cold on one side. But I don't know. Just turned a little bit, I guess, from the 2 assaults. I haven't really felt safe to give my heart to men. I don't even look at men like I used to. It's like a turn off. Like, boom. I guess that's what it is. Like you could be in a 7-year relationship and just be like, ugh, all the time. And you just not there, in your mind somewhere else. My first love that I so-called had he was okay. But see, he wasn't mine. You see what I'm saying? And see, when a person is not yours, you can't say that you was in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? So I never really been in a relationship. And that's sad. It's sad. It's really sad when you think about it. It's really sad. Because you think, oh my, OMG, you just sold this business girl. All you want to do is business. I don't know. I have so much on my plate. I be like, OMG, I don't have a boyfriend. Y'all, I don't have no boyfriend, no nothing. And that's kind of sad. I guess that's sad. It's sad. And I see everybody have their little boyfriends and stuff. And, I be like, okay, maybe I need to get a little 1, 2, okay? See around, look around. But sometimes it be hard because, let me tell you something. Sometimes these men just want to smash, and I detect that like that. So it's just somewhat on the radar for me. So I don't know. Like, I don't know, y'all. Hey, bestie. Love you, girl. Miss you. And I be like, I don't know, y'all, but I be on some other stuff. I'm telling you. But like I said, before the two assaults, the sexual assaults I had, I really turned off a lot of stuff. Really, it was before that. When my brother slash cousin died, I kind of slanged off a lot of things, okay? I was off a lot of stuff. So, picked the wrong man. That's when I went towards Danielle. See, Danielle was like a little lean on me type, where I was still in the dark. I'm telling you, I was so into dark. All I wore was black. All I wore was black on black, black eyeshadow, black lipstick, black fingernail polish. I was all in that gothic black stuff. I'm telling you, it dark all day. I was not playing, okay? So, thank you, Jesus, for delivering me out of that. But I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy to want something and you can't reach for it like you want to. I wanted this one person so bad, and Bestie even know, but I had to do some things. I really had to let that person go. It be hard sometimes, to let a person go you truly love, though. It's not that easy to let go of a person that you truly love. Okay? But when it comes down to it, you see no action, no nothing coming towards that, then you got to make a decision. It's either you or him. And you got to choose you all the time, honey. So, I just want y'all to know, come in. I just want y'all to know that it's not easy, but you can do it. You can do this. You can do it. Just continue to love one another, trust one another. Let God know that you are, that that He is there, Continue to ask God for healing. It's like I said, it's not easy, but trust and believe you will get there. You will get there. No matter what it is, no matter what it takes, you always gonna get there. Now that's from Team Jesus all day. Okay. Now the Dynamic 3, we're gonna be at Maryland somewhere. But y'all, guess what? I want y'all to know. I want y'all to definitely, if you know any spots where the Dynamic 3 can be, so we could do our book signing, that would be great. We would love to come to your state, your city to sign our books and meet your friends, meet everybody. Hey, because we are having such a blast on our tour. Right now, it's like a break right now. I'm at home, and the other one's at home too. But I leave back out on the 11th after the parade, and we start back out on our tour. Then we hit in North Carolina, y'all. And then after that, we hit in Vegas. So I just want y'all to just continue to pray for the Dynamic 3, and let us know if like I said, the city or state you want us to speak in, tell our stories, share our books. That would be great. We're looking for some great renting. We could rent a room or whatever to get our spot in there. I think it'd be great, because we want to just let everybody know. But it got to be a popping spot, okay, where we'll be getting where people would come in and get the book signed. So that'll be great. Because we don't want no dull spots. We don't want no dull spots, y'all. No dull spots. So, yes. So, the Dynamic 3 will be at your city near you. Okay. I am so happy to be with these two other ladies. Hey, Dr. Fred Newsome. I can't wait to be at the Newsome Gospel Awards. And I'm so happy about everything. And I'm telling y'all, once you see us hear our stories, you gonna want the book again, okay? All your friends gonna want the book. So I hope y'all definitely come and see us, or we come to your city and state and speak at your seat. Hey, conferences, whatever it is, let us know and we'll be there. All right, y'all. Y'all see, it's Jesus Word Housing Voucher Program. It's the Dynamic thing, but it's always Team Jesus all day. And remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye. You know any developers for the building, let me know. Bye-bye.